Welcome replay viewers, welcome live viewers to my stream. I am streaming on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube as I do most Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for about an hour of TLC and tunes. Mostly modern American folk. Hi Whitney, I have a low-grade migraine and navy blue glasses. I have had morbid curiosity about what would happen if I don't take my Nurtec. So I haven't. Hey Keegan. Keegan, you want to explain what we were doing this morning? This did not help my migraine. How are you, Whitney? Thanks for the blue hearts. Yeah, you knew it, Whitney. Yeah. Yeah, I've had it since yesterday morning. And I tried to take just regular Tylenol and ibuprofen and do all my things that I've been doing, you know. Well, I think it was yesterday morning, I had a pretty stressful, intense morning. Related to the same thing that Keegan and I did this morning. Dude, it was so long, the ADHD questionnaire and the one. So yesterday morning, since you said that, Keeks, I think I can say yesterday morning we had the ADHD appointment, just like the intake. Oh my God, it was so long and so, not so long, but just like, I don't know, there were aspects about it that were triggering for me. I was stressed, even though the woman was nice enough. And then we thought, the way she described these computer questionnaires, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it would take Keegan maybe 45 minutes and I would chime in here and there, maybe 15 minutes. 2 hours later, what was the second questionnaire? Was like 399 questions or something. The first one was, I think, 79 questions. And when they were like, some of them were like, my, this is an exaggeration. My drug use doesn't sometimes prevent me from driving carefully or something. You'd be like, wait, I don't do drugs and never sometimes, like, it's just so, it was so like, oh my God. The questions were just like, more than once, right? Keegan, many, many times, Keegan would intuitively answer it, and I would go, no, I think it's the opposite. And we go back and reread it and be like, I should say true, not false, because of how it was worded. That happened like 10 times at least. We had to so having to carefully read and reread and think about 399 questions after already doing a questionnaire that was 79, that was, I think, not quite as crazy. It also has some crazy questions, right, Keegan? Like, is this true or false? Or is it true, sometimes true, very often true, or always true? Or is it false? My favorite sport is the high jump. Yeah, your favorite poet is something like Zachary Hiked or something. It was like, what? And my favorite hobbies are stamp collecting and archery. I'm like, are they just trying to make sure you're awake for these? Like, what is going on? Make sure a robot's not answering them? I don't know. Most people love to go to the dentist. I think that was a test to see that you're not a robot, because you should know, no, most people don't love to go to the dentist. Or maybe they like want to test, are you like in touch with reality? Maybe that's it. I don't know for some of them, but anyway, all right. So how are you doing? You recently done something similar. Why do they word the questions like that? They ask the questions 10, yes, that's right. I wonder if it was the same thing. Yeah, it was like, Keegan was just going out of his mind, because they basically asked the same questions, redundant questions. It was like they were cycling through, I want to say maybe 5 to 10 topics, and each time they would cycle through again, they would have a different version of the same question. Like what I would have liked is say at the very beginning to say, I use drugs. Sometimes, never, whatever. And if you say never, then nix all the drug questions. I drink. If you say never, nix all the drinking questions. There were like 30 drinking questions, it felt like, of different types. Like my drinking causes me problems with my friends, when we are relaxing, just like very specific things. And often different versions of the same thing. You should compare questionnaires. Yeah, the first questionnaire I think was more professional. I'd have to go back and look. Yeah, I know. Some of them seemed like they were legitimately repeats. Totally. Anyway, God. And on top of the migraine, I was like, really? We're doing this? Okay, we're doing this. But I felt like it was very clear right away, like I need to be right here helping, because between the two of our brains, we were still confused about a lot of the questions. And often he was accidentally answering them the opposite of the intended answer because we didn't grasp the question. We thought, anyway. Like if you say, I never take drugs when I'm relaxing, you have to go, is that true? Not true. Sometimes I don't take drugs. Like you'd have to go, wait, what? Anyway. Hi, Trevor. How are you doing? I have had happier Fridays. On top of this very challenging questionnaire I just helped Keegan with that took 2 hours, I have a migraine that's been going on 24 hours because I've had a morbid curiosity to see what would happen if I do these other things rather than take my meds. And I just got a huge tax bill saying we owe more than what we thought we did for 2022, an amended return we did. So yay! How are you? I hope you're doing better. It is my husband's birthday, so that's cool. And we're going to go out with family tonight, and I probably will have to resort. I will resort to my meds, my expensive medication, if it doesn't fade. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better than that. I want to do a couple mellow songs first, just because state of the brain. I don't think I heard how you're doing, Whitney. I hope you're doing well. Let's do Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star. I don't think I've done that in a while, but I'm not always sure that I always write down the last song that I did in a given set. Daniel, so good to see you. How are you? What you up to today? Are you on a train or bus anywhere? So I'm back to my old guitar here. I should check the tuner one last time, because with relatively new strings, they can get out of tune really fast. So I should double check that very quickly. Hopefully it'll be very quickly. Hopefully they'll be perfectly in tune. Looking good so far. This is great. Wow. That'll do. It was weird. It kind of wavered. The easiest answer is you're okay. Okay, I know. It's too hard. Hard to give complete answers on here. All right. So good to see you guys. Thanks for keeping me company on this Friday. Let me know if you have any songs that you are needing. I'll see what I can do. I am hopefully on the tail end of this migraine. It's definitely a migraine. So I'm going to keep it a little chill first, at least. Let's see. There we go. I remember our house, the happy time. loved our little family. The peace and stability, silent, sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. You as a single mom, was it easy for you or me? I needed more support and harmony, but your parents, they didn't show you what to do. Parenting alone is so much harder too, which is why I'm so amazed at the sweet friendship that we have today. I love the connection we share now. We ended up close somehow. Silent, sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. I really missed our time step from before the split. You wrote a lullaby for me and sang it with such tenderness. Your tenderness, it carried on and on, but your focus on me seemed almost gone. But I know it was so very hard to lose your family. So hard, I think maybe it hurt to look at me and really see that I've come to treasure what you're able to give. And I'm so grateful for every minute you live. Silent, sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. Bother me so much to me. Oh, thanks, Keegan. That's really sweet. Something about how somber and vulnerable the chord progression is. It's beautiful in a bittersweet way that makes it very profound to me. Let me go back and look at the other comments. That one kind of jumped out at me. So lovely. You're still streaming even when you have a migraine. Stay for as long as you can handle. That's very sweet, Whitney. Yeah. Sometimes, and you'll probably understand this, sometimes I'm at the point in a particular migraine where if I haven't taken anything, because if I've taken something, then that's affected by whatever I've taken, but where like I'm thinking I might be close to the end of it, and having something uplifting and soothing like a stream can actually be the last moment that I have it. And sometimes it can make it worse. So I think I'm at the former stage, but I don't know. I wanted to let it go this time just to see how my overall lifestyle changes, circadian rhythm management stuff, has or has not affected like the course a particular migraine might take. I just was morbidly curious, I guess. So that's why plus it's always hard to resort to that medication. It's so expensive. Even though I got a good deal on it last time, I may not get a good deal on it the next time. So I kind of want to conserve. So love your stuff. This and TikTok are some of your favorite songs. Really, Keegan? One of your favorites is TikTok too? What is up with that? It's so interesting because that's the song I spent the absolute least amount of time on of all my songs. Thanks, Whitney, for your nice comment. And yes, we can do TikTok, Daniel, for sure. Yours seems to change on your mood in that moment. Yeah, I feel you. I think that's true for me too. Of course, I wrote all my songs, so I pretty much like all my songs. And how much I like one versus the other depends on my mood. I'm going to open so that I can see the emotes better. Oh, whoa. Oh, I see. All right, there we go. Oh, thanks for those hearts, Trevor. All right. We've got 2 sets of hearts. Something got Emily Henry's emotes, observes Trevor. Whitney, you got more emotes. Keegan says, I know you were younger in a darker place mentally when you wrote both tracks too, which would be a factor for why I enjoy them. Yeah, I wrote that one in 2009, so I was 41? To think. Is that right? I was born 31? No, I was 31? No, wait. 68, 78, 88, 98, 98. I was 41. So I was younger. So you just gotta understand, if I seem a little slow and out of it, it's the migraine brain. It's like, I think when I read about the fact that there's neural inflammation, I was like, oh my God, that so resonates. Don't you think, Whitney, it's like a stuffed nose, but it's a stuffed brain. You've been very lucky with gift subs recently. Have you gotten more? You can totally relate, says Whitney. You were so close to a migraine this week, and you brought it on yourself. I know. I had such a stressful morning yesterday where I did things that I reacted to with stress. Perhaps I could have handled them differently and maybe not have had, my reaction to that extreme. But I think the migraine brains are more sensitive to stress, cortisol. I'm still learning about how all these things relate. There's something beautiful about an artist losing emotional control on a song. Something so profound and meaningful to me about that. That's really sweet. Yeah, I have cried during some of my songs. Like I've cried when I've played Tumble Star, which by the way, I should do that one next. How am I, Daniel? I have a migraine. Thanks for asking. Exactly, a stuffed brain. Yeah. It's like, and you kind of want to avoid thinking too hard, talking too much, whatever that is. Sometimes, it depends on what stage you are in the migraine. Especially if it's getting worse and worse. It's like, because you know it's just going to add to the pain. Like it's going to make it worse. It's like you wouldn't want to exercise a swollen joint. You'd be like, whoa, just let that simmer down. So I've been better. I think if it weren't for the migraine, I still would feel a little frazzled, Daniel. I've just had a lot of things that were not really in my plans. They just have things that are important, but have taken longer than I expected, not really been planned. A lot of things for Elliot and Keegan that are really important to me because they're important to me, but they're very time consuming. This thing, the questionnaires this morning and yesterday, but also something with Elliot I could spend all my time on for weeks probably. And lots of new political things and the ongoing extreme concerns about what's happening in our federal government. So I'm trying to stay in a place of like, oh, stimulated stress rather than toxic stress. I would say from my attitudinal perspective, I'm mostly succeeding, but it's hard. Or even when lyrics are written in a dark place you wouldn't normally say or believe. Oh yeah, I could see that. Honest in the moment. Hi, Willie, what's going on? We've got a lot of people. Yeah, Ebola. Yeah, just an example. The cuts that have been happening at the federal level have completely decimated our Ebola prevention program, which is a disease in Africa that is just an example of the diseases that can spread all over the world if major players like the US aren't working to keep them at bay. You're doing great, yay! Yes, I agree, Whitney. I agree to that. And actually that's why for me, my favorite album of Keegan's is his first one. Captive Arts. It's just so many really personal songs. I love that. All right, let's do, even though I know he doesn't like the mixing of his original album. So let's do Tumble Star. We just did, but I will keep TikTok in there, but I just want to do, I think I'll feel well enough to do TikTok. It is a little bit intense at that one part, so I have to keep that in mind. But let's try, I'm taking it song by song, guys. For those who do not know Willie, I have a bit of a migraine right now. I'm hoping it's the tail end of one, but you'd be correct. Yes, you don't like the mixing. Agreed. Yeah. All right, but you know what I'm talking about, Keeks, right? In terms of, in terms of it being very personal. I mean, I think that's the part that I'm really attracted to of your first album. All right, let me change this text setup. Yes, Tumble Star always goes with Sad and Sweet Memories, so perfect. And don't worry about being a bother. That reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother. I can't imitate him. Keegan can. Let's see. This is the lullaby that my dad wrote for me when I was 4 and a half. That I talk about in Sad and Sweet Memories. Tumble star, tumble from the sky, tumble by, I wonder why. No, sleepy head, dreams are spinning round, snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sounds on. A busy day full of play, friends wherever there. I sang my songs, I played my games, and toys always share. Tumble star, tumble from the sky, tumble by, I wonder why. Sleepy head, dreams are spinning round, snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble bar, I wonder, wonder why. Could not agree more, Keegan. Thanks for all the stars, you guys. That helped. That helped. All right, all right, all right. Let's see now. Let's see. How about, should we do TikTok? I could try to do TikTok. I feel a little warm right now. The inflamed brain. Let's do TikTok, but let me put it, we'll see how this goes. All right. Click of a button. All right, TikTok. You know what I think? I think that my volume might be... Interesting. I don't know. Just seemed like my volume was a little odd, but then I just took it in, so it's probably not quite set to the same level. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. The time it is passing, where does he go? Hold on to it now, or you'll never know. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. No need to fear, only near. All that you need is now and here. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Your chance is now, you know how, before it's time to take your bow. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Do what you want, it may not wait. Grab it now, don't hesitate. 'Cause tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, on goes the clock. Your time it is now, you know. I'll show how to what you can. I'll lend you a hand. Come up here. Do it in something you can do it now. You know, I'll show you how we can make a plan. Yes, you can search for them. Is it an iPhone? You can search in the little field. You can search things up above the emotes for iPhones anyway. I think. I mean, I know on mine you can. I don't know. I guess if it's every iPhone. Gosh, you guys, I should have taken a nerd tech. I feel almost slightly nauseous. You know that feeling, Whitney. Ugh. I just didn't. I wanted to see if my lifestyle things could have fixed it. Yes, you could search for emojis. Whitney, there's a delay. I wonder if you just found them. Because I know for Keegan's, he put the clocks up and they weren't there for a little while. I think you must have found them. There they are. There are your clocks. Just in the nick of time. All right, guys. What time is it? 12:06. Whew. All right. Let's see. So that was TikTok. Glad I got through that. Guess what? Let's do the Sun on the Sea. I know, Whitney, you like that one, and that's a nice soothing song. We haven't done it a bit. And for ST. All right, let's do it. All right. Second fret. Oh, there's the capo. Why are you laughing, Keegan? Why are you laughing? Your phone was going to learn how to fly if you didn't find them. Is that why you were laughing? Did you see Whitney's comment before I did? That's so weird. It's because yours came through first, as you can see there on the merge chat. Keeks, your ha ha ha, which that would be a logical response to what Whitney said. I'm confused though because it looks like it came first. All right, let's see. Oh, I need to change the text setup. Yeah, I almost feel like fevery, so that's cool. But you know, one thing that's true is that I think I've generally been unwilling to like not do things because of migraines. Like, not across the board, but like I have tended to suffer through doing them rather than just not do them. Why is my guitar interesting? I don't know. Is that too loud? Just wasn't even registering. I don't know why. I don't know why. It sounds a little funky, doesn't it? I don't know if it's still in tune. Again, these are brand new strings. The nick of time. Oh, the nick of time pun. This is the trouble with lag. Oh, I like those suns, Whitney. I saw it on my Twitch, even though I can't see it on the merge chat yet. I think I better check one more time. One more time. It would be good to check the tuning. Just because I don't know if you've, well, do any of you guys play guitar? I don't think any of you play guitar. Have you ever played guitar? When you put on new strings on a guitar, they go out of tune. Like literally by the time you've tuned one string and you get to the other, to the line of all of them, come back to the first one and it's already out of tune. But it's been 24 hours, so. Since they were first. That's not registering right. Listening to somebody tune a guitar has got to be the most boring thing ever. Every apple does get. Have you? Oh my god, that's so funny. going to give you a little tip on tuning in a second here. Oof, what's going on with that? Okay. This app is really good for tuning. It's the Fender. It's called Fender, F-E-N-D-E-R, Fender. And there's a paid version, but there's a free version of just a simple tuner. I really recommend that. You know, I don't have that, Trevor. Funky Friday. Funky Friday. It will suggest emojis if you type or, but not always. Fender, yes, Fender. Yeah, it's there. Like I said, there is a paid version, but there's a free version. It's called Fender Tune, I guess technically. Fender, F-E-N-D-E-R space Tune, T-U-N-E, Fender Tune, and that's what I use. It works pretty well. But do be aware also when you have old strings, as in strings that are more than like 6 months old with good quality strings. For me, I get these kind of special strings that last like, for me, like a couple years before they're really a problem. Or longer sometimes. But for most strings, it's like 3 to 6 months. And so your strings might not just be able to hold a tune if they're too old. And also, if your fingers hurt a lot, it could be that you need a neck adjustment, which not here, but the neck of the guitar has to be adjusted because like, it might need to be tilted back a little forward. There's something you can tighten to do that. I don't recommend trying that yourself unless you really want to take the time with some YouTube videos and stuff. But of course, any guitar playing is going to hurt if you're not used to playing guitar. Guitar 101 by Tiffany Clark. Okay, here we go. Sun on the sea, guys. Let's go to this beautiful ocean spot and take a nice, check it out. You're welcome. Ask me any other questions you feel about it, for sure. I close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights. No, I close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights. May the gulls call invites me. The crash of a wave excites me. The sound like a rain sting. I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as the port on the sea. Told the sun on the sea, told the sea and the sun, told the sun on the sea, calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back to the sea and all the beams reflecting. I turn and stare, mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea and the sun, with the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk, encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it leaves toes to greet starfish clustering, slow but sure I scale around, bare feet, bare hands, mindfully step to the top to behold the ocean grand and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea there are jets, the wind hits the foam, flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, a seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, a loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back to the sun on the sea, to the sea and the sun, to the sun on the sea, calling to me to dance, to dance, to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be. I didn't know how much I needed a virtual trip to the beautiful coast, Northern California coast. Thanks for coming along with me, and thanks for all the sunsets. I should open the app because the restream version of that emote is so much less pretty than the real version. I love that. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Trevor. You're full of questions. You stop all the time from being too much. No, you stop yourself all the time. No. Well, I know what you mean. We all do that. We all try to calibrate like the level of our questioning and interaction with the situation. And it's sometimes hard to know what, but I don't think you, but maybe it's because you're working really hard. I don't think you ask or chime in too much, quote unquote, whatever. Like it totally fits. So recently we had the cardigan jumper sweater debate on here. So my question is, what do you call the things holding your ponytails? Okay, so I have seen a lot of different names for these. Elastics, hairbands, probably the two chief names that I've seen in the US. Now they're not, I wish I could show one up close. They're simple. Baubles, Empire of Whimsy. Are you one of Keegan's friends? Hi. Baubles, where are you from? Yes, you are one of Keegan's friends. You never make it usually. Yes. Oh, so good to have you. Were you there on that stream where my music video played? I feel like I really recognize your username. I'm not sure if it's because I saw you there or hair baubles. That's hysterical. I've never heard that term. That term is non-existent here. I have never heard that term here. Hair baubles? What? Yes, ours are much more utilitarian. Hair bands, elastics. That's what they literally are. They're elastic. So boring compared to baubles. Are you from the UK, Empire of Whimsy? So good to have you. Unfortunately, I'm a little out of it today. I have a bit of a migraine, so I'm not myself. You're on the Isle of Man, geographically in the center of the UK, but politically independent. Yes, you were on that stream. So good to have you. I hope you follow Twitch, and we hope we get to see you regularly. Hey, Ruthie, what's going on? We have so many folks coming on. Ruthie, how are you doing? Good to see you. I'm not my best right now, unfortunately. I'm at the tail end, I hope, of a migraine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Keegan, Empire of Whimsy's here. You're on the Isle of Man, geographically in the center of the UK, but politically independent. Wow. We almost went to no, we did go to the Isle of Skye. Is it like that? Is it near the Isle of Skye? We, this summer, went to the UK. We went to England, Wales, Scotland, and barely made it onto the Isle of Skye. I didn't know there was any politically independent isle. What the heck? But you're technically in the UK, but politically independent from the UK. Wow, all this is new to me. You're usually swamped with your son. I get that. I have two, but they're older now, but I'm still very busy with things related to them. One of them's Keegan, of course. Just to let you know, you won't be able to stream tonight. Hey, okay, thanks for letting us know, Ruthie. Hope everything's okay. Did we see any good people? Yes, we saw Whitney in the UK. We saw Whitney and Daniel in the UK. Meet Whitney. Whitney is in England. What is this? Oh, you probably don't want to share what the city is. But you're in England, and so is Daniel. In the Game of Thrones, it was so awesome seeing people from my stream that were so important to me. It was really awesome. In the Game of Thrones terms, it's Bear Island, further south than Skye, 61 miles from Liverpool, 59 miles from to Belfast. Wow, you got me curious now. I'm gonna have to look it up just to see. I'm gonna take a picture of this with all my spare time. I'll do it later. Sure, I will. I have all these intentions of I can't tell you how many photos I've taken of things I'm gonna follow up on. I'm so swamped right now. I can't even tell you. I make it look like I have nothing to do, that I'm on here streaming, but it's an illusion. Your Twitch is lagging big time. Is anybody else's lagging? It is so funny and amazing that we met. It was so awesome. It's lagging. Oh no. It's lagging for you too, Ruthie? What about you, Whitney? Is it lagging for you? I'm watching something on my end. I'm not seeing a lag on my end. Anybody else having a lag? Or do you mean it's taking a long time? You don't mean the video's lagging. You mean the chat, it takes a long time to have your chat thing that you said show up? I'll bet that's what you mean. Ruthie, is that what you mean? And Keegan, is that what you mean? Anyway, so good to have you guys on here. I'm running out of time, which is probably for the best, but it's hard to leave you guys. But I am at the tail end of this migraine, and it's hard for me to, it's hard. It's difficult. Trying to think of something, one last song that would be, I'm So Done. Can I do I'm So Done? I'm struggling with the end of a migraine. You know, I'll give it a go. This will be the last song. We'll see if I can make it through this. This is a song about shaking off the stress when you're so maxed out, which I can relate to mentally, but whether I can manage it physically is the question. But I'm game to try. All right, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it makes things better and not worse. And this will be our last song. So glad to have you on Empire Whizzing, Wincy. Are you a fellow migraine sufferer? If you are, you must join. This is half music, half migraine support stream because Whitney and I both struggle with migraines. If you are a fellow migraine sufferer, especially, please do follow. There's so much to talk about. And we talk about it frequently. All right, I'm so done. Thanks for your empathy also. Am I following you? I made a point of going back through and following everybody. Oh, I can't check. I'll check later. Oh, I know how I can check. I should really just do the song though. But I think I can, well, I know I can check by clicking right here. I made a point of trying to go through and follow. It looks like maybe I'm already, oh, Ham, I'm already following you. Migraineurs unite. We have nothing to lose but our vision. Oh my God, that's awesome. I hope you're following. Are you following? I hope you're following. Seriously, there's so much to talk about. I've been experimenting with so many different things, and some have been amazingly successful but expensive, and others have been somewhat promising, and others have been. You are great. Oh, I know you're busy with your son, but I hope we get to see you now and again. All right, let's do this last song. I'm so done. Shake off, if we can function enough to shake off the stress. Let me click a button to get the right text set up. Okay. And Empire Whimsy, tell us about, you do music too, right? You want to post anything? I don't have stream elements, but I don't know if you do streaming. I don't know if you want to post maybe your Spotify link or something like that. Post something about, I'm assuming you do music. I suspect you do music just because you know Keegan, but maybe you don't. But if you want to post anything, please do in the chat. Let's see. Now Ruthie. That one, I needed that one apparently. Empire of Origins are the rawest, most stripped down, folkiest versions of the song. Ooh, sounds awesome. Everybody check out her SoundCloud. Your SoundCloud. Let me see. Let me see if I can open that. I think of the best way. Can people click on the link from the stream? Like if you're in the stream, can you click on the link? Yes, you can. That's awesome. Okay. Ooh, I can't wait to check those out. Awesome. Folkiest. I love that word. Definitely, I've got a folk vibe going. Now, there's different kinds of folk, right? Mine's kind of American folk-esque. So glad you were able to join us. So sweet to have you. And of course, all the regulars. So nice. Sorry I have not been quite my best. Thanks for all the awesome emotes. You're so done. Whitney says, I'm so done. Brilliant. Thank you. Should I just call you Empire? Do you have a name you prefer to be called by? And the Wi-Fi isn't good, but you're home. Oh, that's weird. 3 different albums, different styles, but the same songs. And do you stream at all? Were you kind of just getting started? No way you said sorry. No need to say sorry. Did I say sorry? I'm so out of it right now. Oh, I said I'm sorry for being so out of it. Well, I'm just glad I was able to, you know, my fellow migraineurs. How do we pronounce that? Migraineurs. It's a weird word. I've seen it written, but I haven't heard it pronounced. And you guys can't show me. More hugs. Group hug. TLC to everyone. TLC are my initials, but they also mean tender, loving care in most English-speaking countries. And it's what I try to offer on the stream, and what I encourage us all to offer ourselves, because the world is a tough place. And you know, they say put on your child's mask before you put on your own mask before you put on your child's mask in an airplane that's going down. You really have to be able to take care of yourself in order to be productive or helpful to anyone else. So it's not selfish, it's actually critical to offer the best that you have to the world. So I encourage us all to do that. You might wonder, well, then why are you on here with a migraine? Well, because it's often sometimes the magic cure coming on here. It sounds weird, and sometimes not, but it definitely feeds me emotionally. So migraineurs. I think I got it. Migraineurs. Big loves. Oh, I hope you're able to come on frequently. Lovely to have you. And I do want to check out your music. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Ruthie, you know what I'm talking about because you're a streamer. Ruthie Togby Music on TikTok, Christian ukulele, worship music. What's your current schedule, Ruthie? I don't know if it's exactly the same. I'm going to put up my little blurb. This is some info about me. I come on most Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays around 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think that's 7:30 GMT. Is that right? That would be like your time, Whitney, and possibly Empire with Whimsy. You too. I hope I didn't get to ask you guys all about your weekend plans. Oh, great. Let's do that when we work out. We work out after this, and so Keegan and I. So maybe we'll listen to. Awesome, perfect. You're not streaming today. Okay, that's right. That's right. I remember. Thanks for being here. You helped me feel a little bit better. Everybody, big hugs to you all. Take care. Take really good care. Should be back on. I expect to be back on Monday if all is well. And if not, I post on Facebook. My TiffanyTLCMusic is is my social username everywhere. Twitter or X, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram. I'm gonna update this. This is rather outdated, but basically everywhere. TiffanyTLCMusic. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Mark your calendars. Next one is Monday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Yes, 19:30. See, we always use the 12-hour clock. So, but that's 7:30. Yeah, 19:30. Okay, so you're in the same times. And are you as well? We start at 7:30, right? Whitney, for you? So you guys are in the same time zone, I think. Thank you, Empire of Whimsy. Me too. I hope I'm on the tail end. I keep thinking I am, so I put off I take Nurtec when I absolutely am at my wit's end and I have something important I need to do. But it's super expensive, so it's not my favorite. I'm trying other things the best I can. Your schedule's pretty flexible. Okay, gotcha. It's on TikTok. Ruthie Tugby Music. All right, everyone. Thanks for being with me until next time. Hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Hang in there if things are tough. It happens. It's happening in the world at large and in people's